Well, I think it's very difficult to start companies and quite painful. I think that's important to bear in mind. I don't know if that's probably not encouraging, but I mean, there's a friend of mine who's got a good phrase for doing a startup. It's like eating glass and staring into the abyss. So it's if you go into it expecting it's going to be just fun, you will be disappointed. It's not. It's quite painful. It's much easier to get a job somewhere. Much easier, much less stressful. You'll have more time for other things.
But would you be happier?
It depends on who you are. Would I be happier?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't be. I'd be unhappier. So it's really like if you're sort of wired to do it, then you should do it. But not otherwise. It's not going to optimize your leisure time or anything like that. It's going to be extremely difficult and stressful. So you must feel compelled to do it. Let me put it this way: if you need inspiring words, don't do it. It's really hard to start a company. Starting a business is not for everyone. Generally, starting a business, I'd say, number one is have a high pain threshold. When you first start a company, there's lots of optimism and things are great. And then, so happiness at first is high. Then you encounter all sorts of issues, and happiness will steadily decline. This is frightening. And then eventually, in most cases, you will not succeed. And Tesla almost didn't succeed, came very close to failure. I'm available 24/7 to help solve issues. Call me 3 a.m. on a Sunday morning, I don't care. Just work like hell. I mean, you just have to put in, 80 to 100 hour weeks every week. Particularly if you're starting a company, you need to work super hard. So what does super hard mean? Well, when my brother and I were starting our first company, instead of getting an apartment, we just rented a small office and we slept on the couch. And we showered at the YMCA, and we're so hot up we had just one computer. So the website was up during the day, and I was coding at night. 7 days a week, all the time. Work hard, every waking hour. That's the thing I would say particularly if you're starting a company. The ability to attract and motivate great people is critical to the success of a company, because a company is it's a group of people that are assembled to create a product or service. That's the purpose of a company. People sometimes forget this elementary truth, and so if you're able to get great people to join the company and work together towards a common goal, and you sort of have a relentless sense of perfection about that goal, then you will end up with a great product. And if you have a great product, lots of people will buy it, and then the company will be successful. Yeah. Really, it's pretty straightforward, really. Whatever you're doing is a great product or service. It has to be really great. If you're a new company, if it's an untapped market, then the standard is lower for your product or service. But if you're entering anything where there's an existing marketplace against large entrenched competitors, then your product or service needs to be much better than theirs. It can't be a little bit better, because then you put yourself in the shoes of the consumer, and they say, why would you buy it as a consumer? You're always going to buy the trusted brand unless there's a big difference. So a lot of times, entrepreneur will come up with something which is only slightly better. And it can't just be slightly better. It's got to be a lot better. It was not my intention to run two companies, but as it turned out, I kind of didn't have much choice. Don't just follow the trend.
Really liking what you do, whatever area that you get into. Given that, even if you're the best, there's always a chance of failure. So I think it's important that you really like whatever you're doing. If you don't like it, life is too short. I'd say, and also if you like what you're doing, you think about it even when you're not working. I mean, it's something that your mind is drawn to, and if you don't like it, you just really can't make it work, I think.
What? Look at that. That's unreal.
And the Falcons have landed.
LZ1, LZ2, side boosters, high touchdown.
Landed and landing